This video will walk you through setting up class for Zoom in your Schoology course. So the first thing you need to do is go to Add Materials and add an external tool. And then here you need to select Class for Zoom. Give it a title. You do need to enable grading. So then you'll need to select the grading task and a category. Doesn't really matter on that, but you need to select them. Now, the one thing I did forget to do is assign it, but since I didn't limit it to any one of these groups, then everybody should get it. So that shouldn't be a problem. So let's go in and set up the meetings. This should work based on your Google login. If you have issues with this, let me know, but it should just come into this screen here. And you notice that it's picked up the name of this course. So let's just take 1 second to look at Zoom so you can see what it looks like on that side. And then I look at my meetings. You can see now I've got this science course that's set up, and that is based on what happened here in Zoom, or excuse me, in Schoology. So now the two are linked. You can go in here to settings. You can actually change this name. So since this is got 6th grade written on it, let's just change this to change it to whatever you want there. You can put a description in if you want. The passcode, I would just leave it. They don't really need that. And then you can add class dates here. So if your start times, whatever they need to be here, I'm going to pick start time is at 9 o'clock to, let's say, goes to 10 o'clock. And the start date, we pick the date. So on this, in our case, we would start on August 2nd. And then we would run to, you may want to just do this each semester. So we'll do a semester here. I can't remember, somewhere in there. And then days of the week, you just click on the ones you need. So if you're going to do this every day, select those. Definitely want it to track attendance, so you go ahead and leave that. And then you can come down here and see all the dates. So at this point, if you wanted to, you could go in and delete the dates. Let me pause and grab a calendar of holidays, and then I'll come back and delete some of these. All right, so I've got the calendar set up over here that I can see. So I know that September 4th is Labor Day. So I'm going to get rid of that one. I know that October 9th through that week, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and actually the 6th is a teacher work day, and then those others were fall break. And then I know that November 20th through the 24th is Thanksgiving. And then December, they are out on the 21st, so I need to get rid of that one. Okay, so now I've got everything set up. Let's look at advanced settings real quick here. You may want to turn the waiting room on, but you don't necessarily need to do that because they're going to be verified. So that's up to you. I believe you can come in here later and change that. I would suggest trying to leave it off and just see how that works. And then you have to decide if they can join before the teacher. That's up to you. Save that. And now you can see that every meeting date is set up here. And again, the students will see these meeting dates, but they can only go into the one that is on that current date. You can see that you still have the settings and schedule option here. So if I need to come in and change the times, if I need to come in and delete some of these, add more dates, I can do all of that. I can adjust that. And again, as a reminder, you can come in here to edit, and you can put something in here. We talked about you can put in there the meeting is canceled for today. You could even, if it's canceled, you could go into your settings and just delete it so they don't even see it. But that's all there is to it, to setting this up in your class. And now when students come into this class, they should see this. So let's look at this as a student real quickly to see what it looks like. So this is the student view. Let's go into the class. You'll see the Zoom meetings link and some other folders here. This student actually happens to be an 8th grader. The 6th grade folder is showing because we haven't hidden that yet. So that typically wouldn't be there for this student. But let's go into Zoom meetings and see what that looks like. So this is what the student will see. You'll notice all the dates are there. For every date that you set up, there is no button to join. That button only shows up on the day of class. So if a class is not meeting, there will be no buttons available. If you happen to remove a date, like let's say August 8th, then that wouldn't even show up for them. But it is important that all of these dates are there and that you set it up this way so that it can take attendance every day for you. One thing I do want to point out is that you don't want to make any changes to this class inside of Zoom once you've set it up using Class for Zoom in Schoology. Any changes you make here kind of breaks that connection and it causes all kinds of issues. So don't delete anything in the Zoom program. Always go back to your Schoology page and make changes you need to here in this area. If you have any questions, please let us know.